Have you ever found yourself caught in the storm of your own thoughts, overwhelmed by worries that seem to stretch endlessly before you? In today's fast-paced world, it's not uncommon to feel like life is spiraling out of control, leaving you juggling responsibilities, relationships, and expectations that weigh heavily on your mind. What if I told you there's a way to calm the tempest and regain control, not by altering the chaos around you, but by changing how you perceive it? This is where Stoic philosophy enters, offering timeless wisdom that teaches us to find tranquility amidst life's inevitable turbulence. Let me take you back to ancient Rome, to the bustling streets filled with merchants, soldiers, and philosophers. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor known not only for his reign, but for his profound reflections on life and leadership. Despite the weight of an empire on his shoulders, Marcus found solace in his writings, which would later become meditations. Picture him, late in the evening, a solitary figure bathed in the flickering light of a candle, pen in hand, pouring his thoughts into a notebook. His world was one of constant pressure and grave responsibilities, yet he managed to find inner peace through his Stoic practice. One story that stands out is during a military campaign, when Marcus faced the threat of invasion, political intrigue, and personal loss. Yet amidst the chaos, he wrote about embracing the present moment and accepting the things he could not change. His reflections reveal a remarkable ability to maintain equanimity, emphasizing that our inner world can remain untroubled even when the external world is in turmoil. This brings us to the heart of Stoic philosophy. At its core lies the simple yet profound concept of distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. The ancient Stoics believed that our happiness and serenity depend not on external circumstances, which are often beyond our control, but on our reactions to them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." It's about understanding that while you cannot control the waves of the ocean, you can learn to navigate through them. Imagine holding a sphere in your hands. The surface represents everything outside your control: other people's opinions, past events, the weather. Inside, at the core, lies your thoughts, intentions, and actions. These are within your control. The Stoic practice encourages focusing on this core, the only true domain of control. By doing so, you harness an incredible power to transform your life. Consider the analogy of a ship in a storm. The captain cannot change the weather, but by skillfully steering the ship and adjusting the sails, he navigates safely through the storm. Similarly, the Stoics teach us to adjust our mental sails by redirecting our focus towards what we can manage. One historical context that highlights this philosophy is the life of Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. Despite his challenging beginnings, Epictetus taught that true freedom comes from within. He emphasized the importance of internal mastery over succumbing to external chains. His teachings serve as a testament to the Stoic belief that regardless of your circumstances, the power to achieve peace lies within you. But how do we bring these ancient ideas into our morning routines? How can we apply them in a world that's constantly demanding more from us? Picture this scenario. The alarm clock rings, and as you open your eyes, you already feel the familiar rush of anxiety. Emails to answer, tasks to juggle, deadlines looming. Before you let these thoughts set the tone for your day, consider a staple Stoic exercise: morning reflection. Take a moment to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what is within my control today? Prioritize tasks based on this framework, focusing on your actions and reactions rather than the outcomes. Another practical step is the Stoic practice of negative visualization. While it might sound counterintuitive, the exercise involves imagining scenarios where things go wrong. This isn't about dwelling on negativity, but rather preparing your mind for life's challenges, thus reducing their impact when they do occur. Imagine you have an important presentation. By visualizing technical failures or tough questions, you mentally prepare and become more resilient, reducing anxiety when the event unfolds. Next, consider journaling your thoughts and reflections at the end of the day. This exercise helps in revisiting your actions, aligning them with Stoic values. Ask yourself, did I react calmly? Was I kind and just? Epictetus suggested that we should keep our core values in mind and evaluate if we are living according to them. This practice doesn't just provide insight, but cultivates a disciplined mind, one that gradually learns to stay centered amidst chaos. Incorporating these practices into daily life may seem daunting at first. You might slip back into old habits, letting minor setbacks dictate your mood. But remember, every day is a fresh start, an opportunity to practice and grow. Like any skill, Stoic resilience requires persistence. Begin small, focus on one exercise, such as morning reflection, and gradually introduce others. Over time, you'll find that the clarity Stoicism offers seeps into your everyday decisions, empowering you to face each challenge with newfound composure. So what's the takeaway from all this? Embracing Stoic philosophy doesn't mean living a life devoid of emotions or challenges. Instead, it's about approaching life's inevitable uncertainties with a mindset grounded in wisdom and strength. It's about training your mind to respond rather than react, to find stillness amidst chaos, and to look inward for peace when the world outside feels overwhelming. As you navigate the complexities of modern life, remember the lessons of those who walked this path before us. Embrace the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, and let it guide you to a life of serenity and purpose. The next time you feel the weight of the world pressing down, take a step back, breathe, and ask yourself, what can I control? You'll find that the answer is often more empowering than you expect. So, begin your journey with Stoicism today and watch as it transforms your life, one thoughtful choice at a time.